The joy of flashing our opponent is immense, and when the card Slitherwisp came out, you can bet the nipples were diamond hard. Whenever we cast a spell with Flash, we draw a card and opponent loses 1 life. But most tragically, Slitherwisp has only seen play in a single deck ever. Exactly 1 year ago, Big Boy Paulo won a tournament with Slitherwisp, so why haven't we seen the deck since? The list has some issues. The deck has Small Stutter Sprites, which is just okay, and runs Bitter Blossom to try and make it better, but tapping out to play Bitter Blossom on turn 2 takes away from the Flash theme, and because it also runs Snapcaster, it forces in these 1-mana spells. But a year ago, if you wanted a good Flash deck, this really is the best you could do. But since then, some really important changes have occurred. With so many Incarnation decks in play, Dress Down and Subtlety are very much maindeckable. But most importantly, we have a nutload of new cards, like Leyline Binding. Exile's a permanent for as little as 1 mana, but it gets even better with the new card Orcish Bowmasters. When it enters, we ping enemy target and amass 1, making a token, or buffing a token we already have. But all these abilities also trigger whenever our opponent draws extra cards. Super good. But another new card that a lot of players overlooked is Samwise the Stouthearted. When we flash in Sam, if a permanent enters our graveyard this turn, we can return that permanent to hand. Usually this means a fetch land, but it can also be an incarnation we evoked, or a rest down, or just something of ours that opponent killed. But on top of that, the ring tempts us. This means we choose a creature to give a bonus to, and whenever the ring tempts again, we add more abilities. It can make something unblockable, loot, death touch, and to make things even better, with 2 Samwise, because of the legend rule, 1 will sack, allowing Samwise to return itself from graveyard. It's a pretty cool loop. In total, we have a whopping 28 cards with Flash, just in the main deck, including Vendilion Clique, which can replace a card in an opponent's hand, triggering Bowmasters, and perhaps Daddy's favorite, Deep-Fried Elder, everyone's favorite kind of Elder. It has a Merge 7, meaning when we cast it, we can reduce its mana cost by sacrificing a creature. That means we can evoke Solitude, sacrifice it to Elder, so that Elder only costs 2, and when we cast it, we get to tap down 4 permanents, something else to sacrifice, Subtlety, takes out creature spells, and then we have counter, like Draw on the Cock, the only card that's not instant speed, Chalice of the Void, fantastic against Weenies and Cascades. Now for sideboard, we have even more Flash, Containment Priest, stops creatures from entering unfairly, more Dress Down and Subtlety, a third Force of Negation, more Weenie hate, Path of Herald Board Wipe, Graveyard hate, Spell hate, and Combo hate. That is the deck. Now it's time to go flash our opponent. Be sure to subscribe for more content like this. And without further ado, here's gameplay and I hope you enjoy. Opening hand, Chalice could be good, so we're gonna keep. Oh, and a Tron. Chalice isn't so good when we're on the draw, but I think we have to take a risk. Play Chalice on 1, and hope the opponent plays a creature. Oh, ring. Land nice. Do we exile now, or use Slitherwisp? I say we have to Slitherwisp here, so that means we can draw 2 more cards. Oh, Leveler is strong and permanent. We'll flash and Slitherwisp. Evoke Subtlety to draw. Drawing a land. From XR for them. And Expedition map, so they did have 1 drops. Oh, more Subtlety. This is super duper risky. We'll play another Slitherwisp. Vendilion, that's good. Leyline Binding. Drawing more. Take out the ring. And swing for 3. It's still an uphill battle. They crack the map. And the star. Thunder Titan. Subtlety again. And this is good. Back on top. Don't play Sphere. Warping Whale is fine. But soon it'll be time for something magical. Bang for 6. Opponent chumps. And after they're drawn, Vendilion Clique. We'll check out their hand. Oh, and the 1 ring, wouldn't that be nice? Do we even take anything here? Because we have Force of Negation and Counterspell, so we'll be generous and let them keep. They play the ring. No. They draw. And what? They would say our Leyline Binding. Oh, because they didn't cast it. No protection for them. And what? One passes? Play Samwise. And what? They didn't want us to get back our Leyline Binding? Unbelievable. Going into game 2 is running this for 7-2. Ooh, lands are balls. But with Unmoored Ego, if our opponent stumbles on the Tron lands, we can get them. So we'll keep. Another fetch, perfect. Oh, they're off to a pretty good start. And they play Ballista? What? That's actually pretty good against us. And now time for a decision that's long and hard. They can ping Samwise and Bowmaster. Their best shot is Ego next turn. I suppose we'll wait to figure it out. So won't with LOTR, cracking it to draw. Oh, no power plant for them. Flashing Samwise, getting back a fetch. And we should block. And now Ego time. Team power plant. Oh, but they can play a ring next turn. Luckily we have Leyline Binding. Here comes a ring. Counterspell not bad. Leyline. They draw. And we did not want Bowmasters there because they already have protection. The one passes. Flashing Bowmasters. Now we gotta watch for Blast Zone. Force good. Do we play Otawara here? Probably not. Swing for 2. Oh, and then the stage our Leyline. Do we bounce the Leyline? Or just get the land? We'll bounce the Leyline. And they already start drawing. Bowmaster says thank you. Already up to 6 mana. Expedition map. And land trust. We'll swing. Flash on Leyline. Would they like to draw? Oh, they do. They have Blast Zone. And if we had 1 more mana, we could flash in the Deep-Fried Elder. 7 mana for them. They check for 1 coil. We'll counter. And now something hot's underway. This for 5. And on the upkeep. Deep-Fried Elder time. Tap the lands. How wonderful. And what an epic spanking. The start of the league and we're already so aroused. And may our arousal continue. Opening hand seems okay. We'll keep. We'll set up for Samwise on our turn. And we draw another. And what? Our opponent hasn't fetched yet? We'll get back our fetch. Solitude for us. We'll swing for 2 and pass. And what? Prismatic Ending? It's tempting to play a second Samwise. To save this one, but I think the better option. Slitherwisp. That worked. And Counterspell for us. We'll pass our opponent. The opponent also passes. Alright, play Bowmasters. Oh, Leyline Binding. At least we get a card draw. Draw on the Cock for us. And land perfect. We shall swing. Our opponent better move quickly here. here. On it passes. Super risky. But it's Leyline Binding. It hits. Oh, it's Solitude. You know what that means. Subtlety. Deep Fried Elder. Just for 5. We'll put them at 1 to draw. And our opponent can seize out of sadness. Going to game 2, swinging this for 5 and 2. Opening hands alright, we'll keep. Oh, the lighted halfling. That makes legendary permanents uncountable. Opponent swings. Another fetch for us. Nice. Oh, and there be the ring. Can't be countered and indestructible. Leyline Binding it is. So we'll need to draw another fetch here. For more black. Nope, not quite. So we'll hold the force and pass. Oh, look at stage our Leyline Binding. At least we do get a swamp. Flash and Slitherwisp. Oh, this card draw is annoying. Oh, it's trying to reprieve. This feels really bad. So we'll force it. Yikes. Slitherwisp number 2. Solitude not bad. Number 3. And now we must clench. Opponent draws 2 more cards. Prismatic ending, sure. Oh, but they hold back his chump. Oh, Solitude. Another land. So we'll hold back and pass. Opponent loses 2 life. But draws 3 more cards. Lucky us. And it's all math. That life game's very stinky, but Solitude. Accelerate math. And now they're back at 14. Another halfling. 2 more halflings. This reminds me of midget porn. We shall swing. We'll punch chumps. Opponent draws 4. Plays another on math. You know what? I think they have us. The game 3 it is. Well, now that we know what they are, we'll bring in this for this one. Last go 3. Opening hand, too many lands from a mole. Yeah, that's better. We'll keep. Leyline Binding, nice. Oh, opponent shocks. Land for us. Halfling. Feels bad. So we'll counter. Oh, we'll reprieve. Sure. We'll Leyline Bind it. With so much counter in hand. Fairy to fairy. We'll counter. Bowmasters, that's good. There be the ring. Attempt to force it. Bowmasters time. And Solitude will take it. And now let's start grinding. Oh, prismatic ending. I suppose that's fine. The lighted halfling. Not fine, Subtlety. Opponent puts on bottom. And the prismatic ending our tokens? Sure. As long as we don't draw lands here, we're looking thick like brick. I'll suit. Number 3. We'll bluff and pass. Fairy to fairy. Definitely counter. Please not a land. Draw on the cock will take it. It can just survive this turn. The one ring. Counter. And victory's ours. Now it's on the next thinking. Opening hand, we really need a fetch. So we'll take the risk and try it. Oh, ravioli. And bobble. There be Leyline. But unfortunately not a fetch. Now big decisions here. We could evoke Solitude. Or just wait for Bowmasters. I suppose wait. What? Are they a Death Shadow deck? Oh, wow, land. Opponent swings. We'll draw a fetch down. And there's a fetch. Oh, very concerning. Another Bowmasters for us. Cock some more. Go for Bowmasters. Oh, but they counter. Alright, sure. And there's Shadow. But tragically for opponent. Solitude. Exile Ravioli. Oh, and they kill it. Perhaps we should target Shadow. But they really don't want to gain life. More land for us. Opponent swings. We'll throw down Bowmasters. Block. And turn on the cock. Wonderful. Oh, but a second Shadow. And Underworld Breach. Digging through the graveyard. And if you ever thought to yourself, why did Shadow fall out of the metagame? At one point, it was over 13% of the metagame back in 2016. Or perhaps 2017, but around that time. Well, here's why. Opponent game 6. Both Shadows go to Jesus. And now our opponent must top deck. Opponent puts UCJ in hand. And counterspell for us. We shall swing. Opponent tries for UCJ, but counter. Oh, but drown on the cock. So no counter for us. Now do we want to flash in Samwise to make Solitude unblockable? Or wait for Solitude to go to Jesus and then get it back? I suppose wait. Oh, Slitherwisp. Happy birthday to Daddy. Swing with both. Opponent blocks. And now Slitherwisp. Samwise. Drawing us a card. And return Solitude to hand. Mucho Fabuloso. And our opponent agrees. Going to game 2 is running this for the time 2. Opening hand, 1 lance to a mole. And this could be good. We'll keep. Opponent's bubble. And Thoughtseize, sure. Taking a Leyline. Godless Shrine for us, nice. Opponent passes. As shall we. Oh, Bowmasters. Really good against Slitherwisp. But I suppose it's fine. Opponent digs. And swings. Should we use Leyline Binding? They likely have Shadow in hand. We'll say no binding. More land. We'll talk and pass. Opponent swings, really? Try for Slitherwisp. Block. Do they have a second one? They sure do. And Ravioli. Where are our sideboard cards? Opponent plays Channeler. And Thoughtseize. We'll put out Leyline Binding. We go to 10. And Solitude, that's good. Oh, it's TCT. With protection from white, kind of racist. We'll flash on Solitude. But now we have a problem. And now we really have a problem. They dash out Ravioli. They swing out. Block Ravioli. And yep, too many lands. So game 3 it is. Game 3, no change the sideboard. And this hand's okay, but not great. So this is Solitude's pretty good. It's gonna keep. Oh, Ravioli. And Explosives, that's good. So Master for us. We'll just hope they don't have one. No, a Chandler. Oh, and Chalice. This decision's long and hard. If we play Chalice before Explosives, then we can't stop the Chandlers. At least not for a while. But we may not get a second chance. So we'll take the risk and swing. Opponent takes it. Opponent digs to try and get Delirium. Unfortunately, not card draw. So Bowmasters is not trigger. And there's Holy Desperate for Delirium. That they play in Holy Heat. So they do get a Delirium. We may need to use Solitude soon. Oh, Leyline Binding. Swing. They can gain some life to Solitude. We'll look Counterspell and pass. We take 3. Now our life's getting kind of low. Well, Chalice. Well, Chalice on 0. We just need 1 more land. So number 2. Around the cock. I think we got a counter. I want to do some more. Come on, land for Daddy. Oh my gosh. This is very racist. I want to do some more. We go to 1. They play TCT with protection from white. So no Leyline for us. Oh, and there's a land. Okay, they have us. Shoot. Those are the worst draws ever. Darn. But sadly, we can't win them all. And now it's on the next match. match. Opening hand seems good enough, we'll keep. A second Slitherwisp for us. Oh, and it looks like living end. We must get out Bowmasters quickly. They play Grief. Oh, we have 2 Bowmasters. And what? They take Leyline Binding? Does that mean they'll pop off here? One Floor Cycles, so not technically drawing. And a Mountain Cycle. We'll play Bowmasters now. And yep, they go for it. Our opponent takes us 1. Off to game 2. Unfortunately, Containment Priest doesn't work here. We'll bring in all this for all this, and ask game 2. Opening hand with Chalice, we're gonna keep. Uh-oh, did I not take out Leyline Binding? Shit. All part of my plan. Oh, good, opponent concedes. Now we'll take out the Exile stuff, and with that, it's gonna be 3. Opening hand, we have Subtlety. With top Grief, but no Chalice. I think we can do better, we'll mull. And this is a bit sinky. Oh, 2 Counterspells will keep. There's Grief. Which Counterspell do they want? Oh, they want the Force. And nice Bowmasters. A Force Cycle. And now here's where things get tricky. If we play Bowmasters, then they could get us. Mountain Cycle. Oh, but they don't shock. That's our signal. First Hound. Number 2. Oh, 4 mana. Do we play Slitherwisp here? Seems too risky. Oh, Chalice, nice. Play Chalice. Opponent cycles out of sadness. Triggering Bowmasters. Chalice hits. And we'll motorboat their tits. Opponent cycles some more. Yes, please. They go to 8. But our opponents had enough motorboating because there was a concede. A lot went wrong there, but all is well that ends well. And now it's on the next motorboating. Opening hand, kinda land heavy. But we can work with this. We'll keep. Oh, and it's Ravioli. We'll have the Bowmasters here. What shall our opponent do now? Oh, another one? Sure. And bolt? Alright. A bit tricky here. We'll pass. Does our opponent have removal? They sure do. We'll see what else they've got. Samwise. Will we see counter? One draws. Samwise hits. So we'll trade. Another Counterspell. We'll pass. And now we just have to watch out for Murktide. On dig, sure. They do find Bubble. Now let's see if they have Bolt. What? No? Okay. Deep Fried Elder for us. We shall swing. What? They play Otawara and Blood Moon. We'll attempt to counter. They attempt to counter a counter. We'll counter the counter to the counter. And our opponent concedes. Although Blood Moon's really good against us, so we must be careful game 2. Going game 2 is we're gonna for time 2. Opening hand, double Chalice. We'll try it. Oh, Chandler. Better that than Ravioli. That's for us. There's Bubble. And come on, tap out for daddy. Darn it. Well, they definitely have counter, but I suppose we'll Chalice anyway. Oh, surprise counter. But now they're tapped out. Evoke Solitude. And just pray their hand is filled with nothing. Although without any basics, they can't really Blood Moon here. Oh, another Chandler. And more Leyline Binding. Attempt Chalice again. One draws. And they bolt. And Chalice hits. Please don't Murktide. Please don't Murktide. Almost went for 1. They pass. Land for us. Land for opponent. Opponent passes. Attempt round on the cock. Our cock hits. We'll put another land. Ledger Shredder. I think that's fine. And another Chalice. Too bad we can't Chalice on 2, because that would hurt us pretty badly. Try for Leyline. Leyline hits. Chalice on 0. In case they draw their last 2 baubles. Another Shredder. Risky, but we'll counter. They counter our counter, sure. Oh, Subtlety. That good. Oh, an opponent swings. Do we flash and Subtlety and attempt to block? I think we do. No, Mystical Dispute. They pass. Bowmasters will take it. Opponent swings. Come on, draw some cards. Oh, we pass. Bowmasters anyway. And dang, more counter. Their 3rd counterspell this game. Samwise not terrible. Oh, we should probably wait until we have something to bring back. Opponent passes. Another Samwise. We'll put out one now. Alright, Stern Scolding. Did they forget Chalice exists? Uh-oh, Subtlety. So they can twist for 5 on their turn. They take the 5. And you gotta be kidding me. Well, they have us. So close to locking it down. Going into game 3, let's bring in this for the second 3. Opening hand's okay. We'll keep. But the question is, do they bring back in Blood Moon? Because in game 2 they had 0 basics, so they definitely weren't trying for it then. And Blood Moon makes even less sense on the draw. Attempt to Chalice. Spell Pierce, interesting. So we'll have to do things the hard way. Bowmasters will take it. Oh, that's concerning. Oh, we should have flashed some Bowmasters there. Let's have Bowmasters now. Counter. That's good. Opponent passes. Try for Samwise. Samwise hits. It's also nice. We'll swing. Oh, we'll bolt. And there's Murktide. Attempt Subtlety. The counter good for them. But tragically for opponent. Solitude. They do gain a little life though. But if we can just survive this turn, then we're looking thick like a brick. Bubble. And I regret getting this planes, because now we can't play both here. Leyline Binding, not bad. Number 3. They attempt Subtlety. Subtlety can come out to play. But we have Leyline Binding. No pass. Ledger Shredder. We have pass, that's fine. If first iteration, finding Unholy Heat, we'll counter. Land. We'll Path Peril. Taking out Shredder. We just need to put out Slitherwisp, but the double black is rough. On digs. Finding a land. They draw. And they find removal. Do we play Slitherwisp here? Can't return it. I suppose we'll wait. Ravioli. We'll bounce it. And if we just get one more card with flash, and I can play Slitherwisp. Chalice one's not bad. It hits. Ravioli is a problem. Do we let it hit? There's so many lands open. It'd be not thinking if they find something, we'll have to let it hit. Ground the cock, that's fine. That does have flash. We'll pass again. Let Ravioli get one more hit. Oh, Bowmasters. That's probably the best card they could have found, especially with all this card draw. Shoot. Well, we'll see if they counter. No, interesting. Leyline Binding as well. I regret not getting the Ketria Triome. Attempt Solitude. The counter. We get our card draw. Oh, and another Solitude. We just evoke it now. This feels super bad, but we will. Land for us will pass. If one swings for 3, we'll take it. Oh my gosh, what's happening? So many lands. Swing for 3 and pass. We take another 3. That is a card. We'll pass. And at this point, I think we just got to trade with it. On passes. And we do have another another. We just gotta hope they attack next turn. They don't. Oh my gosh. We'll flash it in. And another land for us. So good. You know how much I love lands. Opponent passes. And there's Subtlety. Opponent has 5 cards in hand. Is Chalice messing him up that badly? Always bobble. Opponent passes. And a second Subtlety will take it. We have to get rid of this Bowmaster though, because as soon as I get a second token, then they get double block. Iteration. Attempt to counter. Opponent counter, sure. If we can just land Subtlety here, between the 1 life loss on cast, we'd have lethal. Pyromancer. Attempt Subtlety. Oh, finally there's a match. Daddy is so relieved I messed up the land so badly. I should have just gotten Ketria Triome, so we didn't have to push Leyline. But our mana base is very iffy, requiring double black, double blue, double white, and our opponent running Blood Moon makes it so tricky. But of course, a win's a win. So there we have it. Not perfect, but once the deck is going, it feels really strong. If you have any ideas on how to improve the deck, Daddy would love to hear them. And until next time, stay to me thick.